Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome tutorial. Today we're going to be doing, I guess they're called flip books. I'm not sure. I was watching Natasa from Treasure Books video the other day, and she did this and it was super cute and I really wanted to try it. Loved it, and now everybody wants a tutorial. So that's what we're doing now. And earlier today, I made this one. So I made this one first, and then I made this one. And then the camera was all crazy. So I was like, great. Now I have to redo it. But that's okay. We're going to have some more fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. It's not very hard at all. It's just particular, really. Super simple, fun way to get rid of scraps. And I've already gathered everything that I need for this one, so it won't be as long as the other video was. And we'll glue it all together. We will decorate and just have a good time. And that's our first piece, so I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Let me push all this to the side. So we want to be able to access our envelope. So we're going to glue this just like this. But instead of putting glue here and putting this down here, I'm going to show you guys how to do it to where you're going to have a flat book. Because if you do it a certain way, it's all going to be opening, and we don't want that. So line this up like we need to, just like that. And then we're going to flip it over, hold it in place with our left hand. And you're not going to glue, let me move this up some, just in case. You're not going to glue close to the edge. You're going to glue up here. Okay? So we're going to push that all the way to the edge. Not all the way to the edge. You're going to want to leave just a little bit of a gap because you want your envelope to close, which becomes more important the more you go about doing this. What I was trying to explain is if you glue it a certain way, nothing is going to lay flat. It's all going to be sticking out, and it's going to make your book bulky. And that's what we were trying to prevent by gluing it the proper way. Natasha explains it more in her video. And this is what I meant about a flap. I have this really pretty paper that has quotes on it, and I just folded it to where I wanted it, because like what you want to do is you want to stagger the sizes. That's my personal preference anyway, and that's how Natasha explained it in her video, which I'll also link so you guys can refer back to her video in case you want to know a little more of the details. This is just a quick thing. So just like the envelope, and I'll show you the other ways too as we go. Just like the envelope. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. It's okay. Center it as best as possible. Just like the envelope, we're gonna glue, leave a little tiny gap, and glue this part down. And don't worry about the back, because we're going to take care of all the flaps, because you can see this. You know, we're going to take care of that in just a little bit. I'll show you that trick. All right, there's that. Now, I did this side, I believe. Yes. This is also a hinge. Get that right. This is our hinge piece though, which isn't a whole lot, and I hope that it will still work. You know, even though there's not much there. If I have to come back and add something to it, I totally will. We just want to make sure we leave just a little bit and then glue it down. May have added just a little too much glue there. Keep opening it the wrong way. Okay. Now, what was it? Was it this? It doesn't matter. We're gonna do this one. Eventually I'll get to one where we have to use, actually, I don't know if I did any washi tape for this one. Some of this is, if you can just secure it down with washi tape, but I tried to avoid using washi tape. Just because I don't want to deal with it. If you can't see that, I do apologize. Let me push this up. Make sure that's good and glued down. Make sure it's center. Leave a little gap. And this one is going to be a pocket. See? You see how that's sticking up like that? It's because it's thicker than what we've been dealing with. But the way to get that to go down is, and it will eventually work itself all the way down, but using a bone folder really helps. Probably should have done this before I glued it down, but it's okay. Just gonna put a little bit of glue on that to create a little pocket. No big deal. And there you have it. There's our cute little pocket. All right, now for this one. Yeah, I don't think I did any washi tape ones, which is okay. The washi tape, all you would do is, instead of the flap right here, you just have a piece of paper just like this, and you would tape down washi tape. And I'll show you what to do with these white pieces, so they're not white. We can do some stenciling. Get a little creative with that. Just so you guys know, I was not able to demonstrate any decorating on camera. My kids woke up from their nap and I had to cut the video short. For this portion, I am going to speed it up because you guys have already seen me glue everything down and demonstrated that for you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gluing down all the flaps. I'm doing my first hinge there with paper, and all I do is add some glue to the front on my 2 strips right there, and then I flip it over and glue it down for the back. And that's all there is to that. It's really really simple, really easy, and I hope you guys really enjoy getting creative with this. I unfortunately wasn't able to get as involved as I wanted to with it because of my kids waking up from their nap, but you know, being a mom, duty calls. Right there, I accidentally made a mistake. I didn't glue it down as far as it needed to go, so yeah, I had to fix that. I need to get some ribbon. I forgot to get ribbon for the closure. One moment. Okay. All right. Move this out of the way. just a little bit. Now is where our chipboard comes into play. Actually, we need this too because we need to measure. Okay. So we want our base to be just a little bit bigger than our book. Here, I need to do a little bit of just a little bit. So I'm gonna mark, and you want to mark from the edge. Okay, so like we're not gonna mark here. Y'all probably can't see that. Let me move this up. So we're gonna mark a little bit of a space there. And a little bit of a space there. And now we're gonna cut that out. Let me double check and make sure. Oh yeah, plenty of room. Now we're gonna cover it. I really need a double-sided piece of paper. Let me see what I got on my desk. Perfect. Okay, cool. I didn't really know what I was thinking as to why I needed a separate piece of paper to cover the brown. You don't see the brown once you get finished, so don't get confused by my craziness. I want to make sure you guys can see this. It's not anything particular. You just need a little bit of a border around it. And then trim. Okay. So now we got a little bit of a border around it. And we are going to trim the edges off of the corners so we can just, yeah, that was my ruler. Okay, so we're just gonna have to wing it. Just making little marks. And I'm gonna try to cut them straight with my scissors. However way you achieve this, it doesn't matter. We're just trimming off the excess paper that we do not need. Let's put our chipboard back. All right, cool. Now we're just gonna start laying glue. Okay. The middle part won't matter because we're gluing this down. Just like that. So we're gonna put glue all around here. Ooh, no, don't glue that down yet. You need to glue down your ribbon. I did that last time too. Let's glue a nice good strip of glue right here. All right. So I left a lot because we're gonna fill it. Sorry for the weird hand in the camera. So you just tie it just like that. Put a little bow. And there you have it. Isn't it cute? Now this is where you can get creative. You can ink the edges. And I believe all of my stencils are put up. So I'm not going to be able to show you how to do that on camera. But, I mean, if you've been a paper crafter for any amount of time, you know how to stencil. No big deal. But stencil here, stencil here. This has a tag in it already. And that I just made out of a junk mail envelope and covered it with pretty scrapbook paper, which I can do a tutorial on if anyone is interested. Here is a pocket that we can put something fun in. Here's a piece of paper. We can trim off that ugly bit right there. Oh, I did not cut that correct at all. That was crooked. Oh my goodness. There we go. Stick that in there. Actually, I did it too wide. Why is that there? Why did I glue that down like that? I have no idea. But you could do it sideways. Let's trim off just a little bit more. Pop that in there just like that. Do some more stenciling. Do some more stenciling. Put something here. I don't have anything. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have anything. I was going to make cute little tags to put in this. But my kiddos are up now and I don't want to be on here doing a video. If you'll notice, here is a blank part and you can actually, I'll open this one up so you guys can see it. Cute things in the pockets just like this. I did a lot more of this yesterday because I wasn't filming and I was just able to freely craft. But I added a piece of, this is just the grocery list magnets that you can, I just stuck down some washi tape. And here I made a cute little tag out of leftover scraps. I'm showing you this one because I don't have time to do anything right now. Here's some stenciling. Of course you saw that. This was just some scrap paper that I inked around. And then I made cute little, I mean, I guess this is a little journaling card and a tag. There's another more of that beautiful paper with the quote. Some more paper. That's just gorgeous. Another quote. Here's a little card that I did some stenciling on. And here is a little, this is a junk mail envelope that I covered in paper and put a little tag in. Some more stenciling. Another little, those papers that I put some lace on. And here's some more stenciling. Here's a little pocket that I made out of some coffee dyed paper, and I put a little card in it with some that I used. I made out of some scrap. Oh, that's the front. So here I just made a little pocket out of some scrap and put something cute in it. And there you go. Let me go ahead and tie this up, put it aside. And you can stick something here. Here's a little pocket. You can put a piece of paper here to journal on. You can just leave this here because it's cool. You can stick something in here. Did some stenciling there. You know, you can stencil all this stuff. And it just... Actually, that's supposed to go like that. And then that's supposed to go like that. And then you tie it. And there you have it, guys. Scrap won't leave me alone. All right. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys make your own and you have lots of fun. And I inspired you to get into your craft room and do something cute. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.